Hi everyone, this is a review of the new Fall 2019 Sonoma brand wax melt scents from Kohl's. As has been the case for the past couple of years, just about all of these, I think except two of them, are the same scents as older scents. So basically, pretty much all of them have returned except for two scents which are brand new. If you've never seen my reviews, I don't look at the scent notes until after I've done the review because I don't want my nose to be swayed by what I think it should smell like. So when I do my review, like I said, I don't actually know what the notes are going to be, and then I look at them afterwards. And if you've never bought the Sonoma wax melts, when you look at them, there are two different sizes as far as the clamshells. The weight is the same. They're all 2.5 ounces, but some of them are a little bit taller and some of them are a little bit shorter. So for instance, we've got Autumn Hayride and Autumn Nights. When you look at them side by side, Autumn Nights is just slightly taller. I mean, it's still the same amount of wax, but the clamshell is just, I don't know if you can see that. The clamshell is just slightly, they're just slightly taller. And when you look at the wax, the one that's like the normal, shorter one, if you look inside, you'll see that the wax it's soft. It's soft and very messy. Soft and greasy and hard to get out of the clamshell. Whereas the wax melts that are in the taller clamshell is hard. It's hard wax. It's not, I mean, it just has a very slightly greasy surface, but it's definitely easier to get out of the clamshell. It's definitely harder. That's because these are made by two different manufacturers. The soft wax is made by MVP Group International. That's the company that also manufactures the wax melts, the Mainstays brand wax melts for Walmart. Also Colonial Candles wax melts, Living Colors wax melts for Big Lots, Red Shed wax melts, True Living wax melts at Dollar General, and several other dollar store brands. The hard wax is made by Empire Candles, which is the company that makes Tuscany candle wax melts. So usually with soft wax, I usually find that soft wax does not throw as well as hard wax. But in the case of Sonoma, I guess they must use the same scented oils because it really doesn't seem to make a difference. Some of the soft wax throws really well, some of the hard wax doesn't throw well, and vice versa. So just a little bit of kind of a trivia there. So I will start. I'm not going to open each one because you can see the color right through the way. So first one we have is, and just to go back again, I'm sorry, I'm just jumping all over the place. I did change my throw ranking system just a little bit. I used to have like a lot more numbers and it was getting confusing. So now I only have I think 0, 1, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, and 5. Before I would have like 3.25, 3.75. I'm just not doing that anymore. So if something is a 3.5, that's a strong throw. It could actually be like a 3.25. It could actually be a 3.75. because there's a lot of variables that determine throw. So 3.5 is strong, a 4 is very strong, a 5 is bold, takes over the whole house. So there you go. All right, without further ado, Autumn Hayride. This has been one of my favorite scents for years. It's strong, it's super smoky, it smells like burning leaves with raw wood, clove, and pine notes. It's a perfect cozy scent to melt on a chilly fall or winter day. It's the same scent from 2015, 2016, and 2018. I don't think it came back in 2017. The notes are cedarwood, cinnamon bark, and white clove. And this is a scent monster. 5 out of 5 takes over the entire house. In fact, I am going to get more of Autumn Hayride because it's that fantastic. Next we have Autumn Nights. This one is a brand new scent. The scent notes are tangerine, pomegranate, and evergreen. This smells like pine with a little bit of a sweet note, as well as a sage type note that smells a little bit like Play-Doh. It's the same sagey note in the old Sensationals Mountain Twilight and a little bit in the Sensationals Crisp Fall Leaves. It's not my favorite scent because of that Play-Doh note, but I think most people will like it because most people did like the Sensationals Mountain Twilight and Sensationals Crisp Fall Leaves. Or is it Sensationals or is it Better Homes and Gardens Crisp Fall Leaves? I don't remember. Looking at the notes, which is tangerine, pomegranate, and evergreen, the sweetness may be the pomegranate, but it's not fruity. In fact, it smells more like a little bit of cinnamon sugar. I don't smell tangerine or orange. The throw was mild, 2.5 out of 5. Next, we have Bourbon Pumpkin. Notes are pumpkin, creamy vanilla, and caramelized sugar. On cold sniff, this smells like marshmallow with pumpkin spices, but melted, it just smells like sweet pumpkin pie filling without the pie crust. I don't detect any bourbon-type notes. It's a nice scent. It's the same scent and the same notes as last year's Bourbon Pumpkin Brulee, which, like I said, same notes, even though the scent name is slightly different. And also White Pumpkin Marshmallow from 2017. It's the same scent as that one. And the throw is strong, 3.5 out of 5. Next we have Caramel Toffee. Notes are caramel, butterscotch, and cinnamon. This is a fantastic, yummy scent that smells like a sweet, rich cinnamon bun, but without the bready note. I think there's just a hint of caramel. This scent has been coming out almost every year, 2015, 2016, and 2018. I think it skipped 2017. It's bold, 5 out of 5, takes over the entire house, so great scent there. Next is Cinnamon Spice Cookie. Notes are cinnamon, warm maple syrup, and sugar cookies. This is the same Cinnamon Spice Cookie from 2018, but it's also the same scent as Home for Christmas from 2018 with the same scent notes. It's an incredible scent. It's a super rich, sweet, intense maple scent with cinnamon, ginger, caramel, and maybe a barely detectable smidgen of apple and possibly a smidgen of rich vanilla buttercream. It's so sweet and rich, it's like the cinnamon equivalent of fresh, rich chocolate fudge. In fact, it might actually have like a barely detectable smidgen of a chocolate note way in the background. It's kind of similar to Sensational's Coffee Cake Swirl, but it's way sweeter and richer. It really doesn't smell like any other cinnamony scents out there. I'm not a fan of cinnamon, but I adore this scent. And throw is bold, 5 out of 5, takes over the entire house. So that's a great one too. I can kind of understand why they're bringing a lot of these back because they're really great scents. Next is Crackling Cedarwood. Notes are smoked wood, warm vanilla, and sweet tobacco. I'm not sure if this is the same scent as Crackling Cedarwood from 2018. I recall that scent smelled like vanilla buttercream and marshmallow with a hint of caramel and tobacco and maybe a smidgen of woodsiness. But with this scent, the tobacco is the strongest note, and there's also a bit of an incense vibe and a tiny bit of a cologne note that I didn't smell in the older scent. So again, I don't know if it's the same scent. I do detect a hint of caramel and a smidgen of marshmallow and woods. I think it might also be the same scent as Fireside Memories from 2017, although the notes were different. They were pumpkin, caramel, vanilla, tobacco, and smoked woods. So I don't know. Throw is medium, 3 out of 5. Next we have Fall in Love. Notes are fresh apples, woodland sage, and cedarwood. This smells like old brown apples that have fallen to the ground at the end of the season, mixed with musty, mossy brown leaves, But unlike most old apple and brown leaves type scents that come out in the fall, this one has another note that smells a little bit like, sounds weird, but an earthy pineapple. And it also has a smidgen of a vinegary type note. So for those reasons, because I don't like pineapple scents unless they're really, really sweet and candy-like, and I don't like vinegary type scents, I really don't like this one. But other people have said that they do like it, so maybe it's just me. This scent comes back every year. Came out in 2015, 2018, and I'm not sure about the other years. The notes used to be apple, pear, and cedar, even though it is indeed the same scent, but I think the new notes of fresh apples, woodland sage, and cedarwood are the ones that are accurate. And the throw is strong, 3.5 out of 5. Next, we have falling leaves. Notes are green apple, caramel, and vanilla. This type of scent often comes out in the fall. It smells like earthy apple cider mixed with old brown apples that have fallen to the ground at the end of the year, mixed with brown leaves. It sounds bad, but it smells fantastic, like a woodsy, slightly sour, slightly sweet apple scent. The scent notes are obviously incorrect because it's saying green apple, caramel, and vanilla. That's just not right. However, this scent has been coming out almost every year, and the notes were different. 2015, 2018, the notes were crisp green apple, orchard pear, oakwood, and harvest acorn. And then 2018, the notes were fresh apples, woodland sage, and cedarwood, even though it's been the same scent every year. It's also similar to Harvest Sunrise from 2016, but not exactly the same. And this is another scent monster, 5 out of 5, took over the house, so I'm going to be stocking up on some more of these. Harvest Gathering. This is the other only new scent, brand new scent. The notes are red apples, nutmeg, and orange zest. This smells like apple cider or cinnamon apple with a tiny bit of a sour note, but it's not as sweet as apple cider. I don't detect nutmeg or orange. It's just kind of meh for me. It's just like a typical apple cider scent, nothing really exciting. And throw is medium, 3 out of 5. Lakeside Campfire. Notes are evergreen, smoked hickory, and birchwood. This is a smoky scent with a hint of pine. The hint of sweetness I detect on cold sniff disappears when it's melted, and the smokiness takes on a bit of a liquid smoke mesquite type note, which obviously is the hickory, as well as a slightly sour note that I think ruins the scent, but I may be in the minority because most people tend to love this type of scent. I don't think this is the same Lakeside Campfire scent from 2016 and 2017. The notes were different both of those years. They were lakeside air, mulled apples, smoky cinnamon clove, birchwood, and campfire. I don't recall the sour note in 2016 and 2017, and it smelled more like a fresh shower gel, where this one does not. And the smoky note was much more subdued in the older scent as well. So I think it's a totally different scent with just the same name. Throw was strong, 3.5 out of 5. Next we have Pumpkin Gingerbread. Notes are ginger, allspice, and cinnamon. This, again, I don't think this is the same scent as Pumpkin Gingerbread from 2017. The notes for that were gingerbread, cinnamon, sugar, and nutmeg. I had mentioned that one was primarily a gingerbread scent with just a hint of nutmeg that gave it a pumpkin-y note. However, this scent smells more like dry ginger powder without the cake notes, and it's much less sweet than gingerbread, although I do detect the nutmeg note as well. But again, it's really just more like dry nutmeg or ginger powder, which is okay if you like that type of scent. You could probably, it's because it's basically just a dry spice scent, you could probably mix it into any other scent to give it like a ginger nutmeggy note. And the old scent was a bold thrower, 5 out of 5. And this one has a strong throw, 3.5 out of 5. Next is pumpkin spice. Everybody comes out with pumpkin spice in the fall. Notes are pumpkin, brown sugar, and ginger and vanilla. It's pumpkin pie, including the buttery, slightly salty pie crust. This scent comes back every year, 2016, 2018. I don't even think it skipped any years. And the throw is strong, 3.5 out of 5. Toasted marshmallow. Notes are vanilla, caramelized marshmallow, and hickory. This is a super sweet vanilla buttercream scent with caramel and marshmallow and just a smidgen of a smoky note. It's fantastic. I don't think it's the same scent as toasted marshmallow from 2017, the notes of which were sweet vanilla marshmallows toasted over a crackling campfire. I had described the 2017 scent as being a milky marshmallow scent with no caramely notes. And this scent is not a milky scent, and it definitely does have a caramely note. Interestingly, I described Fireside Memories, also from 2017, as marshmallow with a hint of caramel and barely noticeable smokiness. So I think this is the same scent as Fireside Memories from 2017 rather than Toasted Marshmallow from 2017. I think it's also the same scent as Crackling Cedarwood from 2018 with notes of smoked woods, warm vanilla, and sweet tobacco, which I also described as marshmallow with caramel and a smidgen of woodsiness. And the throw is strong, 3.5 out of 5. And last is Vanilla Pumpkin Latte. Notes are pumpkin, warm vanilla, and espresso. This is one of my favorite scents ever. It's a fantastic, super creamy coffee scent with a sweet vanilla buttercream note, a hint of caramel, and a smidgen of pumpkin spices. It's definitely a coffee scent rather than a pumpkin scent. This scent came out in 2017 and 2018. In 2017, the notes were different. They were brown sugar, pumpkin, vanilla, clove, and cinnamon, which made no sense because it was still called latte and it didn't have any coffee notes. Although, wait, latte is... Yeah, okay. Even though the 2017 scent was the same, it's also similar to pumpkin latte from 2015, but not the same scent. And this throw is 5 out of 5. Scent monster, take over the entire house. So there you have it. All the returning fall 2019 Sonoma brand wax melts from Kohl's. If you want to read a text version of this review, just go to waxmeltreviews.com, and you can also find the link underneath this video. And feel free to join our Facebook group where we discuss all different brands and scents of store-bought and retail wax melts, no candles, no vendor wax, and you can also find the link underneath this video and also on the waxmeltreviews.com website. Have a great day.